State of the market for January 2026. Please comment, share, and like. As a real estate broker and loan officer in the trenches daily, here's what I see. The city of Los Angeles average sales price is creeping up to 1.7 million. Appreciation year over year in January stayed pretty flat, comparable to last year. Listing volume increased by 14%. What does that mean? There's more inventory for you to take a look at. Sales volume increased by 5%. What does that mean? More activity. People are getting in the game. And the supply of inventory is 3.9 months supply. What does that mean? We're still in the seller's market. It's not a buyer's market, but at the same time, there's activity happening. Price reductions across the board is 29%. Now, the Northeast sales price is hovering about 1.1 million. Appreciation year over year in January pretty much remained flat. However, listing inventory increased by 32%. What does that mean? There's more inventory out there for you to take a look at. Sales volume increased by 18%. What does that mean? That means that there's more activity. People are selling, people are buying. And the supply of inventory is 3.4 months. Still a seller's market, not a buyer's market yet, but creeping up there to the 6%. And price reductions across the board about 33% in the Northeast area. Now in Pasadena, the average price is holding firm about maybe 3.3 million. Appreciation has actually decreased a bit, down to 16%. However, listing inventory has increased by 15%. What does that mean? Again, means there's more inventory for you to take a look at. Sales volume has increased by 11%. What does that mean? More activity. People are selling, people are buying. And the supply of inventory is down to 2.1 month supply. What does that mean? It's still a seller's market. It's not a buyer's market, but there's activity. And price reductions in the area are 28%. Now let's take a look at Glendale average sales price, 1.7 million. Appreciation year over year is a little bit negative, about maybe 9.3. However, listing inventory has increased slightly and the sales volume has increased by 16%. Again, what does that mean? Well, there's a lot of activity. People are buying, people are selling. And the supply of inventory is way down, 1.3 month supply. And the price reductions are at 35%. What does that mean? Again, well, it means that we're still in a seller's market. We're not necessarily a buyer's market. However, if there's more inventory, what does that mean? Buyers are having more to pick from. Days on the market have increased, starting at 70 to 90 days. Price reduction across the county, they're settling down to 25 to 35%. Remember, they got up to about maybe 50%. And interest rates have slipped a bit, but they're hovering between 6 to 6.2. There are signs of the rental market across the city of LA slowing down a bit, but there's still a lot of activity. So as always, I'm here to help. If you have any questions, give me a holler. I'm sure I can answer. Take care. Have a great night.